Hello there, YouTube. Welcome to another YouTube video here on the channel. My name is Emily. Today we are back in DCS world and we're rerunning one of the battles I did during the fleet engagements. Today we are simulating a what if the Black Sea Fleet basically went towards NATO. So this is a slightly modernised battle, so this is 2027-ish era. As such, there's some slightly more newer than you'd expect NATO ships and some more Russian ships and technology. So, what to do? So, first of all, premise for the battle. Let's cover up on that. Google Maps. Because I'm going to get maps up. Sorry, I forgot to do this before the video because I'm organised. So, this here does be Europe. I'm roughly here. And this is the Baltic Sea. The Baltic Fleet of the Russian Navy is based out of the Russian exclave of Kaliningrad and St. Petersburg and sort of surrounding harbour areas. The basic premise for today's scenario is after the last video where the Black Sea Fleet was torn limb from limb with a cruise missile strike in the Black Sea, some old admiral in NATO has gone, chaps, we've been rather unsportsmanlike. Well, so what we're doing now is we're sailing a force of NATO ships into the Gulf of Finland, aiming to, basically heading for St. Petersburg. The plan is to force a Russian response, and that's what's happened. The Russians, in their infinite wisdom, have crash-sailed all available Russian ships. So, those being today, the Staragushi-class frigate, played by Udaloy 2, the Nastoshimi, the Nostrashimi, the Nostrashimi Yaroslav Mudry, Staragushi, basically all the Staragushi corvettes of the fleet. Main derogation today, this is a Buran, believe it or not. The main difference, as far as I can tell, between a Karakurt and a Buran in terms of weaponry on board is the number of VLS cells. So in the VLS, you can see the Karakurt has 8 VLS, whereas the Buran only has 4. So the plan is that basically these two ships here, the two Karakurts, these are loaded with anti-shipping cruise missiles. These two are loaded with ground attack. So it means you retain the correct number of seaworth systems in the fleet. However, what we don't have is an overbalance of anti-ship missiles. So it keeps the anti-ship missile, or the VLS cell count, I should say, as close to accurate as possible. Behind them are the Karakurts. By the way, I will most likely release this mission because I can. All ships in their little call sign box there, you can see the name of the ships. These are actually playing Karakurts. The Alvand, this is an Admiral 189 mod. And these are playing Break. I knew I'd forget the name of it. Standby. Definitely have stuff in front of me all the time. Baltic Fleet Wiki. So I used the Baltic Fleet Wikipedia page for this. It's about as accurate as it's going to get in terms of sort of current-ish information. However, order of battle, service combatant ships. So this is playing the Parchim class corvettes. They're similar capabilities, similar size, so I'll put them in there. Got Molniers. These are playing, you guessed it, Molnier sort of class, or Tarantul class Tarantul class corvettes. They've all got near enough the same capabilities for purposes of today's video. Hanging out in the back, we've got the Lyra class. This is playing the Fedor Golvin, which is an intelligence gathering ship, as you can see. And this is the reason this is bang in front of the Fleet Oiler is it has a cash tat on the front. So this has some sort of seaworth capability. Behind it, I'm not really including this for any other reason than I thought it would be fun, is the tanker Elmia. Why have I put that here? Well, the real life Elnir is part of the Black Sea. Sorry, the correction, the Baltic Sea Fleet. So I've included that. That is the naval component of the Baltic Sea Fleet done today. Points of note: the Staraguchi here. This is probably the most capable long-range air defender with an S350 system aboard, or a compressed S350, and the Karakurt, the best short-range with what is effectively a navalised Panzer system on the back. Everything else has some sort of air defence capability, but it's fairly limited. I believe, for example, the Nostrishimis, even though they've got accurate pennant numbers today, are only, for example, equipped with Gecko systems. On land, we've got the Bastion system. This is This fires Onyx cruise missiles at a fairly long way at fairly high speed and starts poking holes in your enemy's defences. Lastly, acting as our acting as the sort of backstop defensive system is the S400. This will be really interesting to see what this does. This is mainly here to protect the bastions, which you can see literally there in relation to it. It's not very far away at all, and its radar will see out over the sea. I've also given it a panzer for close range defence. This is to combine a bit of a test. Because I'm using current hill assets, I thought I've got an idea for something I want to test out here. As you know, the S-400 is, at least according to Russia, the most capable air defence system in the world. Take that with a pinch of salt. It's not done particularly well in Ukraine, and let's just leave it at that. Now, looking at... so, that is Red Fort. They've got 4 different Bastion systems, 1 S-400 system. I should add that. So, Red Fort do not have any air power except for these bad boys, the Ka-52s. They're really here as a token attempt just to see if this whole firing missiles, again, if this has any bearing on capabilities against yeah. So this is only here, sorry, basically to see if firing these missiles does anything at all, rather than, or does it just annoy does it just annoy Red Fort? So correction, Bluefall. Over here, we've got air power for Bluefall, F-35s. These are here to strike the Bastion sites. They are going to be sneaking around the side. They're in maximum stealth, as you can see. The only things they're carrying are their gun, a pair of AMRAAMs, and some JSOs to attack the things with. Next up, we've got, in CR configuration, B-21 Raider. This will be used to attack the S-400. And I've got Ford, which is a Ford 1 correction, which is basically a ground attack cruise missile equipped with 21. Now, we're firing missiles already. I'll pause that and we'll come back to that in a second. Next, we've got B-21s. We've got a pair of B-21s. These are carrying anti-ship missiles. Lastly, we've got a P-8 Poseidon, which is actually going to sneak over into northern France and run inland, dropping down to low level as it does so. Actually, no, that's not going to do anything for now. We'll just give it that path to take. That'll take a while. That's the air power component. I'm sorry we're relaunching missiles. We'll look at those in a second. Got a Constellation class frigate. This is what sort of part of what makes this future. Constellation, the first one was laid down 2 weeks ago. These are Friend class frigates, heavily modified and sort of upgraded for US use. They are part of the newest of Current Hill's updates. So let's have a look at the Connies and see what they have as equipment. Stand by. So, Hablam, I'm on the Current Hill website here. You just tap USA, you can scroll down to the Constellation. So we've got, in terms of weapons that interest us today predominantly, we're carrying, we'll cover off on the weapons and then their abilities. We've got 8 long-range SM-61As, 16 SM-2 MRs, which is medium-range missiles, and ESSMs, which are short shortish range SAMs, and the RIM 116, which is one of our point defence systems on the ship today. Looks like our main point defence system, interestingly. We also carry TLAM Block 5s, which are anti-attack cruise missiles. We've got 4 of those, and we've got 16 naval strike missiles. These are Norwegian, believe it or not, but they are basically stealthy subsonic anti-shipping missiles. We'll see them playing a major component today. Some notes: the maximum range on the NSM is 108 nautical miles, maximum range on the SM6 260, TLAM 864. We've also got Arleigh Burke Flight 3s. This has been part of the latest upgrade to current Hills USA asset packs. I'm covering off on them all because everything has changed. We've got both the Flight 3 model now and the Flight 2A. These are the two types that are currently in active service. We've got specific weapons again that we're interested in today. We've got SM2MRs, 42 of those, SM6 1As and SM6 1A, sorry, 16. We've got 6 Block 3 SM3s, we've got 24 TLAMs, and we've got 32 ESSMs. Arleigh Burke Flight 2A, we've got 48 SM2s, 16 SM6s. These are Block 1s, sorry. So the slight differences, so looking at the Block 1A, 260 mile range, they've got basically the same range, but they have different electronics on board, basically. TLAMs, the Flight 3 carries the Block 5s, with 24 of, which are anti-ship missiles. Ticonderoga Cruiser. So basically, yes. So these are. Getting ahead of myself. Back in the room. Flight 2s. They're basically the slightly older versions of the ship. So Flight 2A. So Flight 1 was the first one they made. Flight 1A. Flight 2. Flight 2A. Flight 3 is the currently in production Arleigh Burke that they're finishing building the last of now, I believe. So basically gives you an idea of this one will be slightly worse than this one. Please do look at the Current Hill website. Please download Current Hill stuff. I had the privilege of testing this stuff. The man's a gent. He deserves to get every single download that he gets. Ticonderoga class cruisers. These are on the way out. They're not actually being used today, so I'm going to hide that. We've got a pair of Ticonderoga CMPs. These will probably be hanging on by the skin of their little teeth by this stage. Whew, I'm getting out of breath. Ticonderoga CMPs, points of interest. This carries loads of everything. This has 64 SM2 Block 3s, 16 SM6, 10 SM3s, and 24 of the Gland Attack cruise missiles, which we're not using today, 32 ESSM, and 8 Harpoon. It's a lot of weapons. Right. We'll collapse that. I'm also going to quickly cover off on the B-21, just for benefits here. The weapons we are slinging today that are of interest to us we've got some LARASMs, which are the black missiles, and the JASMs, which are the white missiles. LARASM is anti-ship, JASM is anti-land, is basically the way to think about it. Also not pictured there, but included now, is the Argon, which is a pretty cool missile, which we're going to be firing for the first time today. Whew, I need to sit down and smoke a cigarette. Well, not smoke a cigarette because I don't smoke, but Carrot Kurtz, by the way, we'll cover up on those really quick because we already covered that. But that's Panzer's, its main differentiator. It's also got the Calibers anti-ship missiles, which are 160 mile range. So we'll see if they actually engage with that. They should have the ability to, but sometimes DCS do be funny. Alright, folks. I pronounce it time for Boom Boom. So we're back in DCS now. We did actually miss the first salvo going out. So the first salvo going out are these MSTs. MSTs are basically anti-shipping tomahawks. So what we're going to do is watch these VLS cells. One's about to burst out. As soon as you see movement, there we go. I'll quickly show you it actually because it's quite cool. If I do this, you can see in the we can sort of glitch ourselves in the VLS. It's got all your tomahawks in here. Got the one we're firing there with its booster and all that kind of good stuff. It shows you as well the size comparison of these to the SAMs. That's mad, isn't it? but it's all modelled. It's all in here, and that is so cool. I thought basically these wouldn't be modelled until the VLS cell opens and a missile pops out. That's really cool. I also think it's really wasteful because look at all the polygons we're rendering right now that we really don't need to be, and that the game is thinking about. And then you've got up front, you've got some more Tlams and a lot more Sams. We do love the artifact. Anyway, let's watch this missile come out so you can see it's halfway out the launch tube and it's doing 40 knots. Picks up speed rapidly now, nosing over into its flight path. Comes up to 1500 feet, 1800 feet past altitude, then 1800 feet. Comes down, wings pop out, and it transitions into basically flying mode. It's no longer thinking it's a rocket, it now knows it's a missile. Speed's increasing, 420 knots. So these are not supersonic missiles, they're quick, but they're not supersonic. Look at that. Look how close this gets to the ground, man. It basically touches the water. This is probably a little bit of a bug, but look at this edge. I can't imagine getting that low IRL. But 14 feet off the deck, there we go. And we're firing them en masse. So Arleigh Flight 3s, there's only one Arleigh Flight 3, one Flight 2A, and two Ticonderoga CMPs. They'll probably engage soon, hopefully. Sorry, actually, I didn't cover the NATO elements of today. We've got the Constellation, we've got USS Constellation and USS Congress. We've got the Ticonderoga class cruiser, CMP, Vela Gulf, Ticonderoga class cruiser, CMP, Port Royal. Got the Type 26 frigate today with us, which is HMS Glasgow. Look how insane modern warfare looks, by the way. Type 26, we've covered it in previous ones. Check CH's website for more details on it. Type 45 destroyer, everyone's favourite. Type 45 will be getting towards the end of its service life. But actually, we're up 10 years before the end of its service life here. HMS Diamond, Diamond. And HMS Defender, Type 45. And they've got a Flight 3 Arleigh Burke, which is what's firing its TLAMs, which is the Jack H. Lucas. And the Arleigh Burke Flight 2A, which is the Michael Murphy. And then that is taking us into Redfall's ships. Now, bloody heck. Oh, this could be cool actually to do. So, what you're about to see is a fly-through of the Russian convoy. This isn't sped up. This is how fast these are. Like, if I put us on the bridge of the Saragushi, all you hear is booms. Maybe not. But anyway, because they are supersonic, they are doing 1600 knots. Right, so they've now fired their master attack. This will be difficult for Blue 4 to defend. Blue 4's advantage today, they have an AWACS. AWACS will probably see that about there, really. They'll probably see missile-sized targets, and it will start going. Hang on, no, we don't need you here. Well, we need you to do stuff here. Help, and it will. So I'm going to tell the SEAD aircraft to target the Growler, please. I'm going to see if he has to fly towards it. From here, we're going to fly towards it for a bit. I'm going to fly them around the side of the thing. That basically, hopefully, they'll both meet up at vaguely the same time. These guys got the longer flight, but they'll be fine. Oh, got more missiles coming up. Constellation's returning fire. And the missile coming out the Constellation's in. Again, we'll fly and we'll ride this missile. So you can see SM6 1As and SM6 Block 1s, similar performance missiles really, they just look slightly different because they're slightly different eras of the same bit of kit. Trying to look at that VLS. Look at that. That's so cool. And that is the Naval Strike Missile there, I believe. No, that's got your Tomahawk. Where's the NSMs on these? I wonder. Oh, that's them there on the deck. So that's all 16 of them. But you can see the SM618 already doing 156 knots, flying past the bridge. Tips over. You can see it's got a solid rocket booster on the back. That finishes the burn, falls away. And the SM6 continues its way. These are quick. I'm going to say, you think the Onyx missiles, which is what the Bastion system is firing, are quick. SM6s be quicker. Right. What we can do now is fast forward a little bit of time. So, you'll notice, right, so I've got 3 King 1s coming through the airspace. Now, I'm actually going to, yeah, our anti-ship missiles are already being fired, so I've not got the chance to tell them who to target specifically, but they'll do it themselves. Poseidon is going to fly around the south and try and target, hopefully he's going to stay behind the B-21s. I'm going to set him to be at 350 knots, and he should be able to target the intel ships. The Poseidon, by the way, modified 737, he's carrying those missiles, so he's got harpoons on board. But, A, he's Royal Air Force, so he's a plucky old chap, and, or chap hat, you know, obviously all are valid in the day and age, as I was saying, and fucking trans and broke as they come. You see the guy like looking out the window there. But he's going to be targeting the rear echelon ships. Let's see if we can watch this a bit. Blink and you miss it, folks. Look at that. Look at all those. Eh. Blink and you miss it. Fine, isn't it? Notice we are getting some bleeders though. You know, nearest missile is getting Aster 30s. First time I've seen those fired today. These are mid-range European SAMs that are being fired by the Type 45s and the Type 26s potentially. Trying to find one that's just going to like get in and yeah. But like I say, the closing speeds today are insane. That's the cool thing about modern naval combat. You see the Tomahawk going past there. Neither missile or no, the other was ever there. Nyong. Now I've not actually spotted it today, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some blue on blues of because, like I say, the SAMs are merging through as the MSTs go past. Will there be any SAMs that go pitbull? Because basically modern SAMs are Fox 3-star missiles. Therefore, the way they sort of perform is in the final stage they choose their own target. Now, okay, I grant you. All right. I'm looking the right way. Yeah, I'm looking south. Am I? And look north. That's the problem here. There. Which of those two is the target we want to kill? Which of those three? You know? Which of those four? And you can understand how computers become confused. Now, you can see how quickly it's a blink and you miss it kind of operation. But, boom. Just like that. I want to watch an Aster-30 smash a missile because I've not actually seen that yet. There we go. Smash an Aster-30. SM2s. SM2s, these are probably the oldest missiles you'll see in terms of the SAMs of NATO today. They've been going since the 80s, but this isn't an 80s version. This will be a modern version of an older missile. So it's the same it's the same as saying A120s are old. Yes, But an A120B and an A120D3 have not got much in common. You can hear that, Carol. I profusely apologise. Also, I'm eating my video right now because I'm entitled to one. Like me, suckers. 2 missiles are getting bled through here. This is the ESSM. This is the Block 2. This is the most up-to-date version of the ESSM. This is basically the expensive short range. Oh shit, red button panic missile. But all vampires have been stopped. Right. You'll see him plank that. Plank. Now we've got Lorazms and MSTs converging. They're going to be vaguely time on target. No, they're not. Hopefully, the MSTs act as a distraction because they're really big and obvious, and the Lorazms can sneak in. I don't know whether that's how this will work, but we live in hope. We live in hope, live in hope, live in hope. Yeah, they're just... I think they've fired their missiles. They're just going to go for a re-attack. Ooh. They're doing some tactics. There you go, so we've got a second wave. So the tells have now reloaded. And a second barrage of the bastions is going out. MST's on the way past. Yeah, see the bastions just streaming through now. It's insane watching that go past. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention the castle class is actually is a minesweeper playing a minesweeper, so that's about right. Is that just to see, just as a proof of concept here, that it will do nothing other than catch a missile? But anyway, carrying on. Utter insanity, lads. Utter insanity. I don't understand why this sometimes happens. If you have an idea, answer on a postcard, please. It's frustrating. There we go. So he's now going to fly in the right direction, hopefully, and I'm going to time to pick some pace up, pick up race pace. So he's not going to fly 232 miles an hour. Fly at least It's 2 more missiles, but you know what? It'll all make a difference in the end. The Lorazms are going to arrive first. But like I say, going to arrive substantially first. These will probably sneak in. These ones are all going to get blown out of the sky, though. Also, promise I didn't turn that K-52 around for it to be in the way of the air defences. I'm just opening my can of Stream Monster. Did I do it? Thought as a curtain, I've actually showed you the highlights of the game. That's what it looks like. It is stealthy, it's not stealth. What does that mean? Globes up. The idea is it is hard to see by radar, but not impossible. This is sort of like F-117 era stealth coding. So if one of these goes inside of a ship, doesn't sink it and survives, the Russians aren't getting access, or the Chinese, or whoever your bad guys are today, are not getting access to your latest and greatest tech. I just want to see one of these guys return fire. They're getting close, boys. Like I said, they will trigger Sea-Wiz. But the Udaloy will not defend them. Nitroshima won't defend them. More modern ships and more modern radars will. Are we not attracting small arms yet? No. We snuck in, boys. Oh no, there you go. So you can see the best out of the short-range defenders. Karakurt at the back there. Boom. Just like that. Although, bad day to be a noodler? There's a fly past the bridge. Look at that. This is why tactical convoys like this, tactical blobs, are beneficial. You'll notice though they're not targeting the immediate ships. That's because they've been targeted at what the B-21s deem the biggest threat, and that's the Burans. It's frustrating they've made it through just before my Tomahawks. They're... Oh. Oh! Now, is this one the Burans or is this one of the... That's one of the Burans. First Buran is down. So the Zalani Dol, the Green Mine, or the Green Valley probably. Zalani Dol is Green Mine in Czech, but I'm presuming in Russian probably something to do be like Green Meadow. That would be Wet Meadow. You see, it takes one missile and ships die. Oh, did that not make it through? That didn't make it through. That's a shame. See, now the Saragushis are targeting with their short-range missiles. These are 9 Mach 100s. These are the short-range missiles from the F-350 suite. Now, the hope is the Lorazums bring up the rear here. Where's this Lorazum think it's going? It's just missed. It's just missed. Now, you can see part of what the MSTs are doing, part of the reason I like them, is they're quite good at draining missiles. You know, it's taking 2 or 3 rounds from each of the SAMs to shoot one down on average. Hermes K, first time I've seen one of those out today. Hermes K, of course, is the missile from the navalised thingamajigger. Yes, the thingamajigger. I know. Is this guy just overflying at Lorazum? The guys now is like, holy cow, comrade, that is Lorazum. Lorazum go boom. Oh, is that being targeted? No, that's... Oh my god, is the missile gone rogue and is it going to shoot down the helicopter? So no, he's missed. I think it was going for a missile. The helicopter crew are absolutely bricking themselves right now. I'm going evasive. Yep, that's an evasive helicopter right there. Now, interesting problem we're going to have. The ships we've hit so far are not going to sink instantly. What's the problem with that? Well, if you don't sink instantly, you still radar return. And therefore, if your missiles get through, that is, therefore, you become something that we still want to shoot at because you may still be a threat, even though you're not. See, if you think how long it takes for a modern vessel to sink, it's measured in hours, not seconds. It's not, it's a bit like if you're shooting at an aircraft. Goodbye, nice Tsushima. So that is the full forward flank. Look at that annihilation we are wreaking. We're getting behind the front line. That ship's sinking. You can see the Seawiz system's already kicking in. That, oh! The Elvand class, all they did say was catch a missile. And got a Maulier catching a missile as well. Now, a Lorazum will snap a Maulier in half, basically. We're now going to let them close. Bear in mind, no missiles have bled through yet to NATO. I do not think... I think, these NATO ships, yes, they're good NATO combatants, but there's no sort of bad ones nowadays, I guess. So I don't think I'm being particularly unreasonable or anything like that at the moment. Right, set your path straight for there, please. And add a target, like I say. S400. So he's targeting the search radar and the track radar now. So that will hopefully mean we see some Arkhams come out. The Argums are specifically designed for anti-S-400 work. Now, these guys, before they try and land, I need to path them over. Balls! Right. Attack that, please. So I'm just going to give them attack vectors so that they attack the ground targets. I think I know what the issue is, why the B-21's not working. But hopefully our F-35s get through. If not, at least from a Russian perspective, I killed something NATO. They killed something NATO based today. Other than missiles. Oh, by the way, the Alnia somehow bought the buck, which is fun. There we go. P8 Poseidon is going to. I'm going to sneak him to the coast at St. Auburn. And I want to have him attack the attack vector on that, please. No, you're anti-shipping today, aren't you? Yes, you are. So, wallop him, please, and thanks. So, P8 Poseidon is at altitude, and we'll drop him down to low level now because he needs to be a sneaky boy. That's right, he needs to be a sneaky little boy. Go down to low level. It's going to be low altitude. There you go. Harpoons away. Firing harpoons. He's basically in formation with them by the looks of things. Where's the harpoons? Like I say, these are probably the oldest missiles we'll see fired today. But he's a plucky British chap. Where's he gone? Where's the plucky British chap gone? I can't see him. But basically he's firing this. Which is an AGM-84 Delta. We're assuming, by the way, that this is sort of like Estonia. So this is friendly airspace. Right, got more MSTs rolling in. And we are out of stealthy missiles for now, which is concerning. I think the issue I've got is I've set him as SEAD. I probably should have set him as ground attack. But you know what? There's issues you find every time when you run a scenario like this. So MSTs. Uh-oh, growlers are out. Run away! Run away! Run away! Dive! 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 This is the growler. This is the long-range missile component that the S-400 can fire. That's why I wanted to see the B-21 deal with him, or at least suppress him. Instead, he's at low level, just not low enough. Is the problem. He needs to turn cold urgently. Like, just about turn. 4 missiles in the air now. You can see they're raining down on him. He's in a 737. Ain't much he's going to be able to do about them. What the utter hell? Why aren't they targeting the aircraft? This is some kind of ROA. I mean, I think on the net we're probably still doing better than the Russians are financially out of this, but we've got 2 more rounds we can fire. Hit it. Hit it, Poseidon. Be a plucky British chap. Low level over France in the P8. Do it. Where are we now? So our F-35s are coming in now. They are going to be the next interesting part of this. I'll take that over, can I? That's super handy. Actually, we've not got a cockpit set up for them, but that is genuinely the greatest thing I've ever seen. So, oh, now, what are the grounders shooting at? Was that sped up? Feels like it was sped up. What the grounders were actually shooting at was not the aircraft. You can see all aircraft have survived, but only 1 missile has survived. That is because the missile is non-stealth. The aircraft is stealth. Therefore, the aircraft tried to do a gun run because all else has got open to them to destroy the radars. That was their mission objective today. Yeah, so we've got one missile making its way out over the sea, but they're firing 2 grounders at it. You know what? Be brave, little lightning. Be brave. I'm really hoping to do a gun run. Wait, what was that you just dropped? So yeah, that was the thing you're dropping out of him. Hope to drop a second soon. So yeah, he basically opens his weapons bay, missile falls out, closes his weapons bay straight away. That wasn't sped up at all, by the way. But you can see, again, he's immediately been targeted by a Panzer around this time. But again, it's not targeting the aircraft. To be honest, these aircraft bang trites should be dead at this point. Yeah, bang trites should be dead, aren't. Gun run! Ah! It's like, my missiles haven't worked. Guns, guns, guns. Right. I'm going to ignore the aircraft now because they're basically all just going to go and land at their respective coalition bases. Don't do me like that game. Don't understand why it wants me to go to the middle of France first. Right. So okay, so he's taken out the equation. He's going to fly back over the You know what I want to do? Just to give the Russians some sort of thingy here. Break. My bra for target is... Because yeah, he basically, it's really can't see him at 1.24 miles, 304. And what's his altitude? 100 feet. What the hell? Boys, what the hell? Like, what the ever-loving hell? Blind fire one, please. Okay. DCS everyone. DCS everyone. So all I can say that they're going to do their gun runs. They'll... Right. I'm going to give this guy some targets. So, monolith search track radar, please. At your leisure. And then this, I believe, would probably sneak through. But like I say, the way the stealth is simulated at the moment is OTT, and I put the best point defense system in that I could to simulate sort of multiple shitter ones. Pardon my French. And yeah, go figure is what I'm going to say to that. Go bloody figure. Right. Where are we? What are we doing there? Poseidon is going home now. I'm going to go up to 60 times pass forward just to allow for some closure of our convoys here. Because it's going to be some time before there's any progression available. Like I say, the F-35s are going to be gun running for a while. The Saragushi and sort of the remaining ships, the ships that really need to be struck next are the Saragushi and the Caracat. Once those are out of commission, that is a large chunk of that. Well, that is basically everything else can just be dealt with main guns. And yeah, you know what? You don't want to have to use main guns, but that's why God gave us them. We've got the JASMs on the way. Let's have a look at those really fast. So the JASMs, those are what was obviously fired by the B-1. These are anti-cruise missiles, exactly the same as the LRSs, except they're anti-tank. Basically, the main difference for our purposes is one's black, one's white. Grey, really, but you know. F-35s are just going to go home soon. Like I say, at this point, they would fly off the map to Germany or somewhere like that for a refuel. So I don't know what their ETA was. I didn't check what the ETA was to them, their closing points, but what speed are these guys at? Okay, let's just do set point to go to is that, and sail that at a flank bell, please, flank speed. Also, it's call signs unattached combatants because I forgot to set a call sign for NATO because they're not really representing something specific. And then these guys, speed's 27 knots, perfect, and they are at flank speed. So you can see the Lyra is actually cruising behind them, and the whole point of him being here is he is listening to E-lanes and for all the emissions and all the radars, and his job is to form a picture of what a NATO naval attack would look like. We are soon, TM, going to be doing, well, you'll see it by now, I'm doing it as soon as that comes out next week, a battle with the Northern Fleet on the Falklands. Bonk! Bonk! And bonk! There you have it, folks. Your thonks. Your many thonks. Sorry, we're in France. This as far as the game's concerned. Like I said, this is definitely Estonia. I can't do an Estonian accent, but it's basically an Eastern European accent, sort of like Russian Eastern European almost. It's similar accent, you know. You have similar way of speaking, therefore similar accent. It's like my accent is, you know, it's formed for different reasons and all that kind of stuff. Are we firing any missiles? No, we're not firing missiles yet. Well, wait, that's Russia though. That we've. Just imagine, okay, I've compressed it a bit. The F-35 is just circling like, what do I do now? I'm like, I don't know. Make your mind up. We are roughly 90 minutes into the simulation, I believe. This guy's still cruising around, by the way. We'll just set him to like 350. Just slow him down a bit. Just. Oh no. Okay, that's. Okay. Let's do 470. So yeah, this is a 737-700 series, by the way. The aircraft on the bottom there is a P-8 Poseidon. And that is a 737-900, 800 fuselage with 900 wings and a 600 wing. So 6767 400 wingtip is basically the way to explain one of those. My concern is how long are we going to have together? There should be 5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I fucked it. Please don't crash. I'll cry. No, I've not fucked it. Good. But we've got NSMs on the way, which is good. NSMs, Naval Strike Missile. Stealthy. Stealthy boy. Looks a bit like Eva from Wally for some reason. That is the vibe I'm getting. Let's watch one being fired, hopefully. We're just firing a volley of 2. Being understated like the Brits. Gosh damn it. That didn't come out of one of these. That must have come out of the Type 45, right? Oh, no, they come out of the Connies. So, Connie. Yeah, you can see it literally comes out of the VLS. We'll watch this. This will be cool. So it comes out of the VLS in I'm a rocket mode. And scoots around and is away. Norwegian weapon system. The Norwegians surprisingly good at missiles. Who would have thought it? Right, this is probably the missile I'm most in anticipation of doing a good job, because you can see these are being bulk fired, and hopefully, look at that. They're coming out. To be honest, we're doing 90 times faster. That's the rate I need them to come out at like normal speed, but so they're not going to be visible until at least that range ring there. So again, I'm going to fast forward time a little bit. If I could turn back time, something, 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 I'd take back those words that had hurt you, and you'd say, if I could reach the stars, I'd break them all to you. Sorry. I'll stop singing now. Anyway. Now, I'm really hopeful. The Seragushis are what I'm most concerned about, as I say. Hope is straight frontal attack should sneak past the Seaways. The Seaways. Oh, is this? He doesn't have one, does he? Can't see one. Interesting. I thought it was a rear mount one, but no, it doesn't look like it has one. We'll watch. We'll see what happens. So, we may have drained the IATs here, which would be great if we have. NSM's coming up. What is shooting from Seragushi? The machine gunners? Get fucked. No offense. No offense, Russia, get fucked. And you are not machine gunning one of those out the sky. As demonstrated. And it is. Thing is that these have got chunky warheads, but they're not as big as some of the other ships are. But they are bleeding through. They are getting through. Okay, not going to lie, that's a bit of a waste of some missiles. Like I say, the Alvand will take that off main gun. Ooh, Spear 5. What's that come from? This is actually, yes, this has come from the Type 26. These are very prototype French-made missiles, but not very stealthy, as you can see. We'll watch for another one coming through and see what that actually got hit, shot down by. Shot down by. Now, bear in mind as well, obviously these are stealthy, but one of the things that the Panzer system's good for, optical reversion. You saw me use it. We couldn't get the F-35 on radar. We figured out where he was and looked for him and shot him visually. That's what these guys are doing here. Another few Spear 5s out. NSMs are trickling in, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll see what we can do. And there's that much smoke. Optical reversion ain't gonna do shit, son. He's there though. Right. It's these Seragushi we need to target. Molnier dog food. Again though, this is taking chunks, like it chunked a Molnier, but didn't kill it. Where's that Spear 5? Spear 5 come up the convoy, Mach 3, but that will not be stealthy. See, 9 Mach 96 Delta, which is a short-range missile, Fox 3 I believe. Look at all that lead landing, by the way. He's jinxed it! He's only going to jinx it! Oh! Spear 5? Hey! And He's killed the Steragushi with that. It's a mission kill at the very least. Bang. Yeah, they're starting to see bleed. So the Spear 5 appears to be very fast. See skimming. This will be what the plan is for them, I believe. And then at the end it pops up and smacks the target already destroyed. It's good to be sure. Yeah, Spear 5s. Look at that. Look at all the Hermes that are going for it. That is 4 Hermes missiles that have been fired. After that Spear 5, I want to just see if I can work from here. The Dukes. That one there's a bit worrisome. Nope, they're gone. They didn't make the turn in time. Oh! Yeah, he's doing 11 Gs in his manoeuvres. Oh, he got penged, so one caught him finally. That was impressive. That was honestly one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. Karakurt. So this is the Hermes K being fired. Sorry, I should say. See, it has booster section, it falls away, and it self-destructs before we actually see anything happen. Self-destruct happens on missiles for one of a number of reasons. Either you lose radar track, in our case, because the weapon is gone. But yeah, this is cool. Honestly, the Spear 5, I was a bit like, whatever, but this is cool. Bang! Again, he's hitting our vans, which is a bit I'd wish they'd go for the Steragushis. That's what I'm concerned about myself. Can I order them to? I can actually, so I'm going to order them to hit that. Look at that, 9 Mag 96 Delta out. And it's lost its target. There's nothing for it to target. It's lost. Oh, Spear 5. Bang. Just killing the Alvans. Or the Parkims. So the Alexin and Kazanets are critical. Another Spear 5 rolling in. Oh! Pulling up. Look at that. 35.6 G. You know what? I genuinely am not sure the technology exists that can do this, at least at present. But boys, wonk, wonk. Spear 5s are now targeting the Steragushi forces at the south. They've got enough range on them that they're getting them before the pop-up. If you don't get it before the pop-up, you're fucked, basically. Karakurts could do with knocking. Like I say, the Steragushi, as long as we can take them before the merge, I'm fine. Spear 5. Also, we can actually take those at the merge, I'm fine. This is gone dumb, so it was targeting something that's no longer there. So that's been launched at a target that's sunk since it's been launched. Welcome to DCS World. Like I say, both sides face disadvantages today. This waste of missiles will be substantial. Molly is dead. Like, it is just, you're done. Like, one of those hits you snapped in half. Just the kinetic energy. Got a bunch of Spear 5s coming in. They are this one's targeting this. I think we've finally got them drained. No, we haven't. Pop up. Missile. Boys, that 21G pull-up has just saved that missile. Look at that, you can see the missile's pulling, well, no G's now because it's gone, I can't see him anymore. But, 21G pull-up. Hermes K. Oh! Look at that. Hermes K is trying to chase, but won't, because it's lost so much energy. Spear 5 is doing 1700 knots, he's doing 1400 knots, and he's out of burn. Nothing you can do. Like I say, the Steragushis not being fully destroyed by this is an issue for us, because it's going to take 2 missiles to sink them. And until they are sunk, the sensors do not know they are destroyed. But got another volley of NSMs coming out. Utter insanity. Right, I'm going to give them just orders to target that Steragushi. Am I doing it unit at a time, or am I doing it? No, I'm doing it convoy at a time. Fair. So, but bear in mind, right? We look at the Hermes K's. This one's got 3 rounds left. And, we forced 4 rounds to be expended at 1 spear. So we're not doing badly here. Oh, F10. This one has got... that was one we were just looking at. 3 rounds. This one's on fire, so I can't actually see. This one really shouldn't be shooting back at this point, but, Karakurts for the back. I think they actually reload over time, which is a point to note. VLS you can't reload at sea, these you probably could. But they're attacking from frontal aspects. So up until this point, the Seawers can't see them. Now, the Seawers could just basically strafe to its side and put a volley of lead down range and blow these out the sky, but it probably won't. Hang. Right, let's do a... Yeah, so these are limping because that Steragushi is still basically 3/4 dead. We'll see a volley go in, and then that will ping these guys about. We get rid of the guy who's on fire just to reduce the smoke effect. The smoke effect on those slightly older things are not the best. Volley of Hermes K out. Don't know where that came from. But that was like that's basically he's just expended all his Hermes Ks. So this is him reloading, look. Or that's him out. No, he's reloading. Look at how many rounds of Hermes K he carries. But Steragushi, had a round, sir. Bad luck. Bad luck next time. So, they're capping on the bridge with his pistol, like going Hambroni. Right. We're out of spears at this point, which is a shame. I was enjoying shooting the spear missiles. What it's going to come to now is us converging on each other. Our guys are picking speed up again. Yeah, our guy came to a stop to launch that volley. We'll probably see a limited number of the Karakurts / Burans launching calibers. There's not many of them left, but yeah. Not sure what that missile's after, but we'll leave it to do its own thing. I know it's running through the centre of the convoy to hit ammonia. Now look at that. All those Hermes Ks raining down. 4, 5, 6. That's basically a full ship's worth of Hermes Ks raining down on one missile. First one gets it, the other 5 splash into the ocean. I don't know if they're like desperate or something at this point, but I think we're now out of naval strike missiles on Blue Force side. Uh-oh. I think I've just crashed DCS. No, I haven't. Good. Got one last NSM coming through. Will that get shut down? Will it make it through? Hermes, so you can see, once the booster section goes, it goes really, these are insane missiles. You basically can't do a manned aircraft. got a nice blob here. Tactical blob coming in. Genuinely would be interesting to know if the would be interesting to know. Sorry, I'm just sitting here. If why they're suddenly firing more missiles. I don't know if that's like a randomizer that's meant to set a signal of desperation. If we've lost most of our very good ships, and everyone is hurt somewhat. Okay, a few of the Molniers haven't been hit yet, but we're coming down to emerge. It's about 2 hours, and then they'll be converging to the point of gun range, and yeah, that will not be pretty when it ends. Hermes K, Hermes K. There we go. That is the end of the missile fight. We're going to go to 60 times fast forward now. And I'm going to pause the recording until they get a bit closer. We see some more missiles go into the air. All right, see you momentarily. Okay, we are back. It's prime time. Harpoon time. So these be coming out of the Tychos. Well, they've just been fired from the Tychos, I should say. There's a mass launch of harpoons there. I missed it because I was thinking myself. No, I wasn't thinking myself. I was just doom scrolling, I'll be honest. There we go. But harpoons, again, old missiles. I'm not expecting much out of them, but it'll be worth seeing what happens today. Give them until again they get to the Mergy-Wergy. Now, because the Saragushis have dropped back because they've got a damaged Compatriot, I am predicting it'll be an interesting little engagement. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where that came from. I do love naval combat in DCS. If it wasn't for the fact that I get incredible vertigo when I look outside of a ship, I would love to have joined the Navy. But there you have it. Right. You can see smoke plumes of the Caracates. The Caracates, by the way, all on bloody fire. It's just the smoke gets a bit big behind them, and it's all the it's like literally the Caracates. The other smoke you can see, by the way, these guys. It's just what it looks like from a distance. Yeah. I say it's a good smoke screen. Good smoke screen for the incoming rounds, but they have it right. Let's ride this missile in to battle. Hermes K out. I'll say they've got absolutely no business missing this. There's the booster section falling away. It accelerates. Pang. I'm surprised they waited that long to fire. All we're doing is draining the Hermes rounds. All it takes. I've got one more. Oh, I've got a bunch more harpoons coming through. Oh, the Tichondra gets firing them. Don't tell me he's finished his volley. I'll be offended. I think he has. Oh well. Might be the other Tychos firing them, but it is what it is. Right, and we'll do this in 30 times fast forward just because you've seen a harpoon get shot down before. Like, yeah. But yeah, most ships have got some chunks taken out of them now. A lot of them are sort of sailing independently, so you've got like the Obuko, which is like I say, that's the minesweeper, that's sailing independently, so it's got not got a hold for anyone. Same for the Alvan, that's where to keep in pace with the Caracates. Everything else has dropped back because that's got that damaged Saragushi, that's got those two damaged Molniers. It just yeah. Like I say, fault the AI for what you will, they won't leave. You know what I'm actually going to do here? Stand by. for the good of the fatherland, or the motherland, or whatever. That's the motherland in Russia, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. They'll pick up the flank bell now. The other thing I can do is okay, 4,600. I'm just blowing the lime ducks out of the water. It's literally helping. No end. There we go. I've destroyed the completely crippled ships, so now everything else will pick up speed. Last harpoon's on its way in. Looks like a few Hermes missed it. Won't be so lucky. They are now at a flank bell. So although it's facticide, it simplified the process. These guys are closing in on them. They're doing 29 miles an hour. They're doing 26, 14. The damage carrot cards, but I want to keep those because they're actually contributing here. 27. And the lira. Bring that off the back as well, why not? And we'll set him to 20 just so he's like. In fact, we'll do 24. That way he's holding back pace behind them. See if we can dig his props and go a bit quicker. That's 19 top food. Oh no, he's turning props. He's making. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, blowing those ships out the water was probably the best thing for the greater good. Is a harpoon about to get through here? Let's it. You know what though? You can overwhelm any IADs, including Panzer. You know, we demonstrated that in the hammer video. There's the pop up. Ooh. It's a Molnier in a world of hurt. Wait, was that the Molnier at Pangs? No, it killed the Molnier at Pangs. Oh well. Harpoon getting a kill in 2027. Who'd have thunked it? Just got a smoke screen going on at this point. And the wounded chips. So at this point, we are definitely waiting for them to close to the merge, which is about 15 miles. So we're probably talking about that sort of distance, at which point main guns will become effective weapons. Overlord can leave now because Overlord's only going to get shot down. But that's the sort of range we're talking before guns will become effective. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad day to be an AWACS. Dive, dive, dive. Sir, I'm sending you evasive. Do as I say. In the words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, come with me if you want to live. Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, also Sean Connery, apparently. No. Come with me if you want to. I can't do it, but come with me if you want to live. There we go. Can't measure resistance, but hopefully that diving away. Oh well, we're about losing AWACS. Rip. So at this point, if I could force him to do anything, it would be turn cold. Hard. Because that missile is going very fast still. That's a bad day to be an AWACS. That's distressing. Yeah, they're stepping out of it, but bad day to be an AWACS. The crew must be sitting in the back with the parachutes on, ready to go. All right. So that is all the air power gone now. There are no aircraft involved in this scenario anymore. We are going to go to naval gunnery, which as soon as the rounds start flying, I will get involved because I do enjoy a good bit of naval gunnery. Da, 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 da. It's still 40 miles away. We need to get it down to 15 before we can think about guns. Honestly, if the Caracades, some of them did have anti-shipping missiles. I do not know why they weren't fired, or if they were, we just missed it. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Whose gun do we run? You know what I'm going to do? I normally enjoy a Type 45 gun, but I'm going to go for the Constellation today. And that is purely because I've never actually used that main gun before. I want to see what it runs like. And then, oh, ooh, that's a weapon I've not seen before. Saccard. Okay, this is just what these YJ3. You know what? I'll accept that. It's a harpoon-esque missile, as long as it's actually destroyable. That is very quick. So one of the bits of feedback I do have for Admiral 189's mods, they're good, but they feel overmodeled at times. Apologies. So it looks like the Russians have only just got eyes. It appears that where I screwed up was I thought that a ground radar could have the same capabilities as an AWACS. It doesn't. That is my lesson for the future, but I don't think it's going to change anything on the naval combat we see today. You know, you definitely have an absolute porcupine of a group here in terms of the defences they have. Sea Scepters, this is a British cam. K-41s, these are the really old, really chunky boy carrier killer missiles. In the 80s, those were scary. Now, not so much. That missile's just riding the wave, apparently. It's steering, so I'm presuming it's trying to hit something. I don't know what it's trying to hit. But, yes, as I was saying, what is our range to target now? 17 miles. You know, I'm going to give it a whirl. No, I can't give it a whirl because if I do, I could just do it myself. I want to wait till I see them engage with the main gun. The main gun's twitching. Put twitch there. One more saccade. And got calibers right now as well. So these are going to be they're going to be shifting on their way in because they're still going to be coming downhill. But Sea Scepter. Bang. Sorry about the loudness of that explosion. That made me jump too. Asta 30, sorry. Asta 15 is the short range version. I've not seen any of those go out yet. There's lots of Sea Scepters. This is Type 26. It's just going to town, really. So pang, 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 pang. Type 26 do what Type 26 do. Am I right? You can see that was a Sea Scepter coming out the mushroom farm. So we'll chase that cam just to show you its flight path. So the Sea Scepter or cam, basically this is an ASRAM but launched as a SAM. So it's come out the VLS, hasn't come out the Mushroom Farm, that one. And doing a handbrake turn. It is away. I saw a naval gun there. Thinks what that was. Was it? It's hard to follow this one, guys. It's hard to follow. Only stress how hard this is to follow. Are naval guns engaging? You know what? We're going to naval guns. Let's do it. USS Constellation, I'm taking command. Yes, it's a coup d'etat. Right, boys. We'll see if that gets anywhere near him. We are still too far, basically, what we're saying at this point. I'm going to just tell my ships to target that as a path now. So they're actually coming behind the... Oh, well, they go head on with the main threat. But they are flank belt running straight into the fight. I'm going to change to meters because that's how you do artillery. And 1300. Yes, I want to be closer than I thought. We're at no further. Yeah, but that. They're not very far at all. But yes, so all the missiles are gone. All the anti-ship missiles are gone. It's all the air-to-air missiles are probably used up, but slash aren't useful anymore really. In the kind of contact we're getting into here. This one will be interesting. Okay, so by eye. Okay, I'm going to just switch to using a gun that I know and like. Type 45, where you at, bro? So by handing over control back to the AI, we are going to be doing... Oh, thank you. We are targeting that ship over there. A lot of rounds raining in, but the plan is we are just going to be using our main gun and just start pumping rounds here. Corvette Molnier, range 1800. Okay, deselect fire that. Let's look for another threat. That Molnier, trust me, he's just not going to hit him. He's only got cash down, so he's not really much of a threat to us. That I think would be a Caracat. Target confirmed Caracat, range 16390, 16390, engaging. It's interesting, I'm firing at 1560 range, because that's where the targeting system thinks he's going to be by the time my rounds get there. So he's going to put 500 meters in the time my rounds are in the air. I do enjoy a bit of naval combat. I'm actually going to switch to the Type 26. I think this has the vastly more fun naval gun. If not, I'll be sad, but I'll accept it. That looks like a Molnier, to be fair. I think that's the explosion of rounds landing on him. 1,500 meters. Elevate. 14. Wait for the round. Caracal. Ooh, no sound by the main gun today. No, it's got the same reload speed. There was a gun on one of these which was just like dunk, 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 dunk. It was super satisfying to use. So I'm going to take over something entirely inconsequential. The Lyra, if I can. No, I can't. If I take over this, which I know I can. There we go. I'm only doing that just so that I give back full control of the main guns. He's got his main gun, it's just he can't engage anything. The last Molny is firing its Cage 41. So like I say, 40 years ago that was bad news. Nowadays, ESSM, go away. Ticonderoga cruiser is taking a pummeling. Look at that VLS, there's just a hole where the VLS once was. There's a trans joke in there somewhere, and I am allowed to make it before I am trans, but I won't because I'm not that horrible. You need a move though, boys, because as soon as they zero your position, you are getting pummeled. So, real terms today, how are we actually going to come out of this? Who's actually shooting back is my question. Because they're getting destroyed. By who? I can see rounds are put, like, guns over to one side. Cage 35 user out. That's Sterigushis. Oh, Sterigushis firing. Look at them go. Well, Cage 35's Sea Scepters can take them in a heartbeat. SSM's like Tycho, he's shot shit, but he's still trying to return fire. This is Tycho, goddammit. So, is this as clean a sweep as it has been in the past? No. But I haven't choreographed this as much, and also, like, Blue 4 are substantially outweighed here by Red 4. Red 4 have got everything in their favour. Blue 4, to be honest, probably need more air power. Well, definitely need more air power. They need at least another 2 B-21s. But case sera. Overall, I'm going to chalk this up to a blue win. Reason being, at this point in the game, we've chipped the paint on this Tycho, on this constellation. Chipped the paint on this constellation. This Tycho's dead. We were going to scrap it anyway, so that's fine. This Tycho's taking is pummeling because that's how Tycho's going Tycho basically. Type 26, not a scratch. Type 45, not a scratch. Type 45, not a scratch. Ollie Burke Flight 3, you guessed it. Oh no, he's taken a hit to the mast. Scratched. Michael Murphy, Flight 2A, okay, he's a bit fucked up. He's probably going to sink. Again, he's an older ship, but he's returning fire. Michael Murphy, Flight 2A, you know, he looks bad, but he's not. Meanwhile, the Iranian Navy with the heavily overmodelled ship. Or the Russian Navy with the heavily overmodelled ship. You know, it's the Russian Navy with a realistic model ship. Like I say, all the Russians, bar 1, 2, are substantially damaged. This Molnier, never going to see again. You know, so I do honestly believe that, like I say, it's just, yeah, you're not getting, you know, you can't do fairer than fair, as they say in the industry. to return fire. Parakeet sighted, range 9,000 meters. Okay, we're gonna hit him here. This is because they're refusing to move. They're getting shot to bits now. This isn't on. This is DCS logic. Same reason we, okay, I blew 3 ships up that were basically dead anyway. He was dead anyway. You're not going to miss him. 18 seconds to acquire that target. Are you having a giraffe? If he goes into the smoke and I lose sight of him, I'll be upset. Range 9,000. Gun, gun, gun. I'm determined to get at least 1 parakeet kill today, just for my own sanity. ESSM's out for something. It's substantially easier to target a ship once it's become stationary. We got parakeet dead. We're firing ESSMs and C-Steps, we're not sure what X the threat's gone away. But overall, like I say, it's a naval gunfight with the Alvans, which I think are overmodelled. I shouldn't have used them, but case Rosra and all that. But just look at how quickly they're eating through the remaining ships. And you know what? Okay, it sucks that we've lost 2 Tychos and probably an Arleigh Burke Flight 2. But look what the Russians lost. They've lost most of their combatant ship fleets. Or, the lion's share of their combatant fleet is dead. Those are dead in the war now. Stand by. I'm going gunning. Right, straight ahead it'll be due eastward. There'll be smoke in the water probably. There's our smoke hopefully. No, that's sunk. Pally! Trip on the horizon. Steragushi class. 30,000. Can I even port high enough to engage him? Let's see. The answer is no, no I cannot. Let's see if it'll actually whack him. Oh, he's starting to move again. Oh, it's a parakeet. Oh no, so he's looking at them. I won't look at him. So what is our bearing? Bearing and range, 15 kilometers, 095. Zero 095, 15 kilometers. Bum, bum. Targets head on, so no leave required. Well, leave required only for sort of pitch. We'll say 14. Say 1500 on the button, and we'll start opening fire. Correct range. That was not a bad guess. Considering the fact I was pummeling by eye, that was not a bad guess. Bear in mind, our round now has to travel 15,600 meters. There's no gunfire. Hey, hey. Given a 10 minutes to... So at this point I'm just sitting here blowing ships out of the water. But this is a NATO win. It's not a bloodless NATO win like we have seen in the past. But I've also made it a lot harder for NATO. I didn't include stuff like prisms, which NATO will have. I've also not taken into account the brain drain of the war in Ukraine. Actually, I'm just going to, whilst we just sit here and pummel away. One of the issues with the war in Ukraine is if you're wealthy, if you are smart, you left Russia. That's who Russia needs to build new toys for them. You know, you've got, if you compare right now where Russia is with regards to you know, stealths, they've got 10. How many's China got? They started building them about the same time. China's got over 100, supposedly. Arguably China's 4.5 gen, but we'll not talk about that. You know, it's important, like I say, that we note Russia isn't doing as well as they could be. Now, a lot of the weapons we've seen here today are what Russia claims to have. As an example, the MiG-29M was rejected from Indian Air Force, the Indian Air Force acquisition program. Why? Because it didn't perform as advertised. So, you know, the Indians, you know, have been using Russian kit for quite a while. They've got Su-30s, they've got A-50s, they've got L-76s. They do not mind using Russian kit. They are saying this stuff doesn't, you know, this stuff isn't working as you said it would. We're not going to use it. Now, if you're going to lie about your aircraft's radars, what else are you going to lie about? Your hypersonics? Sorry, had to get that dig in there. But overall, like I say, it's yeah, it's just something to bear in mind, really. Let's do one to the left just for the fun, one to the right just for the fun, one on the centre just for fun. Just sit and watch this guy explode. Looks like he's abandoning ship now. 93. I don't know if I'm just like hitting the same hole over and over again, and therefore it's just like swiping straight through the hole I've made in the ship out to the side. But indeed. Really? Fucking really? Right. I'm slightly low. Somehow 3 in the morning as well, that's offensive. You know, so just before midnight I went out because I was really hungry and I wanted to get some food, so I got a pizza to put in the oven. I thought, I'll do that for 45 minutes after I get in. I'm not going to rush to it because I'm not that hungry right now, but I will do something with it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to put anywhere near the 4-hour rule, which is a food hygiene thing, and it's now 3 in the morning and I'm really upset. But I've also been recording this for an hour and 40 minutes, so that's where time has gone. There we go, we've killed the Stereofish, we've killed the ship. That's what I wanted from today's video. Like I say, I'm pronouncing this a NATO victory. You know, like I say, there are, you know, obviously given enough time and enough, yeah, you've got, you know, 4 Carakurts versus, well, 4 Corvette style ships versus 4 or 5 destroyers that are in perfect health. and they're all like chunked to death. Anyway, thank you folks for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, hit the like button. Look at that massive swirling cloud of flame behind us. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Battle of the Baltic. See you next time. Bye.